Today, I want to talk to you guys about something that I've been thinking about. And the moment that I thought of it, it was like a culmination of experiences in my life all came together. And then I actually shared it with one of my buddies the other day. And, it made him think a little bit too. And it's something that I want to share with you guys because it's been on my mind. To get the most security out of your life, you actually have to do the most unsecure thing. Like, for the ground to be absolutely unshakable and for you to be cool, calm, and collected in the skin and place that you are, everything actually has to go to shit. Basically, there has to be absolute chaos to create the peace, right? And so, oftentimes in entrepreneurs' lives, you hear about when they were so broke and they didn't have anything and they sold their house, or they took out this loan and got XYZ into debt. And all of that stuff is true because what we are chasing is the opportunity to have options. When you have options, that means you're secure because you have options of what to do. People that have no choice, no option, they're the ones that don't get anything, right? If you have options, that means that you can get this, that. You're absolutely secure. Picture this. I have something crazy happen to me health-wise, God forbid. If I had the option to go to any hospital that I wanted to, I would feel much more secure than if I had no option of no hospital to go to because I didn't have the resources to be able to go to any hospital, right? I would rather have options than none. And options create security, in my opinion. Now, back to the original point, okay? If you want to be secure, you have to do the most unsecure thing. Most people think that security is having a job at a Fortune 500 company. And while sometimes those positions may be secure, those are also the positions that have mass layoffs. Something like 60 or 100,000 people have gotten laid off in like the last quarter from different companies. And always jobs are being created, absolutely. But why not be your own job? Like, why not be the one that actually creates your own income? But to be able to do that, it has to be an insecure place. See, the thing about being a business owner is that every day you start from zero. It's actually the most unsecure thing to have a business because there's a lot of circumstances that could affect you getting the result that you want or not getting the result that you want. And most people just don't understand how to manage that risk in a way where they can almost create the exact outcome that they want, right? Managing risk is actually another key point that I want to remember in this video because I think managing risk is a really important thing when it comes to um, having security because you have to be able to manage your decisions and think about the outcomes that you're going to get from them so that you can almost run different plays before you actually choose which one you're actually going to do. So we'll come back onto that topic. However, I heard a saying, I'm sure you guys have heard it as well. If you want your dream job, create it. I've created my dream job. I literally get to teach people how to talk about a product that is going to benefit a customer. I help the customer. I teach the person how to make money. I teach someone how to run a business. And I benefit from it as well. All I have to do is build relationships and be a leader, which is something that I've done naturally for my life. So for me to have the most security, I actually had to move away from all the jobs that I had before and get into a position where I could actually create my own security through skills and through business. So I had to do the most unsecure thing to get that security. All right, now let's go back to that point on managing risk. Every single day, there's different scenarios that you have to play through your head to determine and foresee a specific outcome. I've really gotten into chess recently, to be honest. And the reason why I've gotten into chess is because it is like the number one strategy game. It's the number one strategy game. I used to watch chess games all the time of people like Magnus Carlsen, and other chess players, mainly him though. And there was a point in time where I started to like basically guess which moves were gonna come next, and some of them I got right. And I was surprised because I'm like, this is the best chess player in the world. Maybe I should try this. So then I got on the board, and what I realized about chess is that it's the perfect relationship between managing risk. You have to manage offense and defense at the same time. You have to cover this pawn with this other pawn based on the moves. You have to cover the bishop, from the knight, so that when they take your bishop, you can take their piece with the knight, right? And so I love it because it just makes you think. And that's how you should be thinking about business. If I do this, then this is going to happen. And what's going to happen if that happens? If I do this, then that's going to happen. And what's going to happen if that happens? Okay? If I lead my people in this way, they're going to think like this, and that's going to lead to XYZ. If I lead my people in this way, they're going to think like this, and I don't know if I want to deal with that and that, right? So you have to manage the risk in your business. When you gamify business and sales, oh my gosh, guys, it becomes something that you never want to stop playing. You wake up every single morning ready to play the game again. I don't know about you guys, but I grew up playing Call of Duty. When Modern Warfare 2 came out, oh my gosh, there was a point in time where I was literally playing the game for 2 days straight. You know how you could see the time of how long you played, how many hours? Like it would say, this person played 12 full hours. This person played 144 hours. This person played 1,000 hours. And literally the hours, divide that by 24. That's how many days. Well, I remember in the first week that this game came out, I had put on, like, it was 3 or 4 full days in the first week. So one of that was in the weekend. I literally played for 36 hours straight. My dad was out of town. And I was like, yo, all right, perfect. Let's go. Like, I got it. I was all in, right? But, in those times, I couldn't even sleep. Like, I was so ready to play the game that I was staying up late at night. I was waking up early. I didn't need to eat. My body was just like running at the level that it needed to because I had such a desire to be on the game. When it comes down to business, if you gamify what you're doing, it's gonna really give you that edge that allows you to put 1,000% into every single move that you're making. So that's it, guys. Shake the ground up. Do something absolutely unsecure to get the security that you want. Go out and do what you've always wanted to. It doesn't matter. Start a business. Post a YouTube video. Take your girlfriend out on a date somewhere more expensive. Feel what it feels like to push yourself to a new limit. If you want to live the most secure life, you have to do an unsecure thing. If you want to live the life of the top business owners, you have to throw yourself in an area where you don't know what's going to happen next. 9 times out of 10, if you guys watch my other videos, you've heard me say this. 9 times out of 10, you will be surprised. Surprise yourself. Bet on yourself. And I guarantee you, you're not even going to recognize who you become. My name's Emmanuel Little. If you like this stuff, let me know.